You are walking down a quiet street one evening when you hear someone singing. The voice is unlike anything you've ever heard. It sounds as if two completely different notes are being sung at the exact same time, creating a beautiful, haunting harmony from a single throat. You turn around and see a woman. You are captivated, so you ask her name. She says her name is Arya, and she speaks in a deep, rich baritone that is simultaneously incredibly high and pure. She adds that she is from a small, remote tribe in the Amazon and speaks a language you've never heard of. And then you realize her voice is naturally polyphonic. You ask for her number, she takes your phone and types with her left hand. You go on dates, and her voice is brilliant. She can effortlessly mimic your voice, the sounds of birds in the park, and even the hum of a passing engine. When you play a song, she instantly identifies the exact notes without trying. You have fallen in love, and luckily, she becomes your girlfriend. And then, your alarm goes off. It was just a dream. You just lay there, heart racing and dumbfounded, and you ask yourself, does a voice like that actually exist? Statistically, yes. But that raises a more interesting question. Out of the 8 billion people alive today, what would the rarest possible human voice sound like? To answer that, we need to break the human voice down trait by trait, starting with where our person comes from. There are roughly 7,000 distinct languages spoken on Earth today. Most of humanity speaks a small handful of major languages. Mandarin alone is spoken by over 1.1 billion people. But on the other end of the scale sit languages on the brink of extinction. For our rarest voice, we place our person's origin in a small community where they speak an indigenous language with only 500 speakers left worldwide. That is 500 divided by 8 billion, or 1 in 16 million. Our person's voice has now a 0.0000625% chance of existing. Now, we define their vocal classification. In women, the rarest vocal type is the true contralto. While sopranos and mezzos are common, a true contralto possesses a deep, dark, and heavy timbre that resonates like a cello. It is a range so rare that vocal experts estimate only about 1 in 1,000 women, or 1 in 2,000 people overall, have a true, natural contralto voice. Combining both probabilities, our person's voice has now a 1 in 32 billion chance of existing. Now, let's give them a physical mutation of the larynx. The human voice is produced by the vibration of 2 vocal cords. But in extremely rare cases, a person can be born with congenital accessory vocal folds or double vocal cords. This structural anomaly allows the 2 sets of vocal folds to vibrate independently at slightly different frequencies. The result is a natural phenomenon called Diplophonia, where a single person can speak or sing 2 distinct notes at the exact same time in perfect harmony. This incredibly rare anatomical trait occurs in roughly 1 in 10 people. Our rarest voice now has a 1 in 3.2 quadrillion chance of existing. Now, let's look at vocal health and stamina. Normally, if someone screams or sings at their absolute limit for hours, they experience vocal fatigue, hoarseness, or even permanent damage like vocal nodules. This is because the delicate tissues of the vocal folds tear and swell. But our person has a rare genetic advantage. Their vocal cords produce an exceptional abundance of hyaluronic acid, a natural compound that acts as a shock absorber for tissue. This genetic trait makes their vocal cords virtually indestructible. They could sing at full power for 12 hours straight without a single hint of strain or hoarseness. This extreme durability occurs in roughly 1 in 5,000 people. Combining this with our other traits, the probability becomes 1 in 16 quintillion. Our person also possesses absolute pitch, commonly known as perfect pitch. This is the rare cognitive ability to identify or recreate any musical note instantaneously without any reference tone. While relative pitch can be trained, true absolute pitch is largely linked to genetics and early childhood brain development. It is estimated to occur in only about 1 in 10,000 people. Combining this, the probability of our rarest voice drops to 1 in 160 sextillion. But it's not just how they produce sound, it's how they process it. Our person possesses flawless vocal mimicry driven by acoustic eidetic memory. This is the rare cognitive ability to hear any sound, human voice, or complex musical piece just once, and instantly replicate it with absolute physical precision. If they hear an opera singer, a specific regional accent, or even the call of an exotic bird, their brain instantly maps the exact muscle movements in their throat to mimic it exactly. This level of neurological and vocal coordination is estimated to occur in only 1 in 100,000 people. Combining this, the chance of this voice existing drops to 1 in 16 octillion. Now, let's add synesthesia, specifically chromesthesia. This is a neurological condition where the brain's auditory and visual pathways cross. For a person with voice color synesthesia, every spoken word or sung note doesn't just produce a sound, it triggers an involuntary, vivid projection of color in their mind's eye. A deep bass note might look like a rich, dark indigo, while a high pitch shines like neon gold. This unique sensory crossover occurs in roughly 1 in 2,000 people. Our voice has now a 1 in 32 nonillion chance of existing. Finally, we give them an extreme vocal range. Usually, only high sopranos can access the whistle register, the highest register of the human voice that sounds like a bird's song. But for a deep contralto to possess the coordination to hit the whistle register, spanning over 5 full octaves is almost unheard of. This level of vocal range and elasticity is estimated to occur in only 1 in 100,000 people. This brings the total probability of our rarest voice existing to 1 in 3.2 undecillion. To put that into perspective, the number of stars in the entire observable universe is roughly 1 septillion. If you counted all the grains of sand on Earth, you would need to have 426 quadrillion Earths to get to that number. And this is still not the rarest voice you can make. There are countless other factors: vocal endurance, unique throat resonance, rare dialects, and microtonal accent. But the point is, your voice is a product of your unique anatomy, your culture, and your life story. There are billions of voices on Earth, but none of them sound quite like yours. So, keep on speaking, and let your voice be heard.